Well, good morning. I'm going to do a quick load up, and I thought, well, since it's bright and sunny, maybe we'd go look at some creeks today. Alright, let's load up. Okay, so we just did a tire check at Les Schwab, and now we're going to head south on I-5. And I won't bore you with too much road detail, but we will hit the highlights of where you need to turn and how you got to get there, okay? Alright, check in soon. Okay, so if you're following along to know how to get where I'm going, we're going to take the Gold Hill exit 40, and then we're going to go from there. That gives us our cutoff to head towards Shady Cove. To get out really quick, we've hit the road that we turn on to go up towards camp. And this is known as the 60 road. I literally just had my rear view mirror come off in my hand, so I had to stop anyway to fix that. But if you're coming up towards Union Creek, Crater Lake, it'll be the only paved four-way that you come to, so hang a right. We're on the 60 road. We're going to head on up from here. Okay, so I've put this new mounting equipment on my rear view mirror, hoping to make a little bit better quality for you guys. And it fell off, pulled my whole mirror off. So I have since reattached it. We're gonna Now I'll be going on the pavement for maybe another quarter mile, and then we're onto gravel. So I did see some snow looking up through the trees, so I don't know if that is going to hinder us from getting all the way up to what I call camp. But it's always an adventure, right? So you can kind of tell that the snow was just recently melted off. Now this 60 road will go all the way through, and you could come out by the snow park that is up on your way towards Crater Lake. So that's about 7 miles past Union Creek. Oh, there's some snow right there on the ground. Yahoo! I don't know if we'll be making it up to camp or not. If not, there's plenty of other places to go. Alright, let's find out. Okay, so obviously I could not move that tree and I didn't have a chainsaw to cut it out, so I'm backtracking a little bit. And there are a couple spots to camp right down here, but I'm gonna go up, I believe it's the 6215 road, and we'll look and see what we can get to up there. Alright. Okay, so what I've done is backtracked all the way to 62. We're gonna go up a little bit higher, past Union Creek. We're gonna make the corner towards Crater Lake, and we're gonna see if we can get into a place called Thousand Springs. I don't know if that's possible either, but we're gonna try. Okay, we've made the turn to go right up towards Crater Lake, just past Union Creek. There is still just quite a bit of snow, which I'm really happy to see, but it's not going to make travel easy. So we're going to have to just see where Mother Nature lets us get to set up camp tonight. Alright, well, since we've had to start and stop, I thought I would stop long enough to show you some of the Rogue Gorge. Alright. Kept past all this snow. So this is part of the Rogue River. Same river that runs in Grants Pass that I showed you the other day. Hopefully we'll be able to see some of the water running. There's a nice little walking path that goes all through here. Definitely a must-see if you've never stopped at the gorge. So obviously this is one of the best times to come, is early spring. We're getting the snow runoff, and of course any time of the year it's great to see this. But just knowing that it's formed by lava tubes, the flow is just ridiculous right now. Of course it's a lot cooler. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this little stop. Alright, so we did not find any places to pull over, so we literally, just continued driving. So I'm on my way almost to Diamond Lake, and what I'm looking for now is just a road that I could actually get off of and we could set up camp for the night. Lots of snow. So we're coming up close enough that you're going to be able to see Mount Thielsen, which is right up by Diamond Lake and the Diamond Lake cutoff. So we made a quick stop at Diamond Lake. I don't know if you can see the people out there ice fishing. This lake is like 11 miles long, so plenty of spots to go. Alright, well, after driving around 19 million miles, I'm tired of driving. We ended up at Lamola Lake, and I think this is where we will make camp for the night. just on a little side road, and you can't get up and around the lake like I'd hoped just because of the snow drifts. But hey, it is an adventure wherever it takes us, right? So, looks like some ducks are chilling in the sunlight. It's beautiful out here. We'll take a little walk later. I want to get camp set up first, though. Alright. Alright, well, it's certainly not ideal, but with all the snow drifts, I can't even get into any of the side roads around here. So, I found one opportunity. I'm going to go ahead and set up camp, and we'll just make the most of it. We definitely don't need a big fire tonight. Just something little. That should be enough wood. Well, since I'm doing stuff on a beer budget, we gotta test some stuff out. a couple of paint roller poles. Probably the most expensive thing I bought. There's some wind. Now I do have rope I'm going to tie these down with, but you know, we're going for it. Alright, well, let's not bore you with this. Let me get some rope ready. Okay, despite the huge learning curve, and I still want to get used to setting it up, it's going to work. I think the wind is giving me issues right now, but I have like two 95-pound magnets up on my rig, holding it to my rig, this 5x7 tarp, two tent poles, $4 roll of paracord, and I've just put in some trucker's knots, and I could show you that later. But I really want to go look at some scenery. I got a few more things to set up, and then let's go look at some scenery, because this is just frustrating me. Okay, I said, yeah, let's go exploring, but I hate not getting really prepared. We're going to lose the sun pretty quick here, so I went ahead, I bought a new Coleman table I wanted to try, because I have a Trail Guide camp stove, which is fairly large. I'm hoping to go down to a smaller unit. I have some new bedding we're going to try for inside my rig. I'm not getting to that yet, because I do want to go take a look at the lake before the sun gets any lower. But then we'll come back and get some dinner going. All right, let's go look at the lake. All right, as you can see, I'm literally just off the side of a little spur road. So not ideal whatsoever. No flat land, that's for sure. All right, let's go take a little walk. This is Lamoilla. I know I'm not saying that right, but Lamoilla Lake, and I'm actually on the dam side. All the campgrounds, all the flat land has either got snow blocking my way or it's closed off. Sorry about my hand there. You can probably hear the spillway. Get over here far enough, you're going to be able to see Mount Filson again. Almost can see it. Now I know that during the summer, this is an awesome lake to come to. You can usually drive all the way around it. There's campsites all along this east side, and then there's another campground up further. It's been a little while since I've been here, but it is gorgeous. I just literally wish we were out further away from people, but there we go. Can't beat that. Nice to see it with all the snow. I love that reflection. So one really nice thing is that in most places that you go in Oregon, there's a storyboard or a message board that gives you really good information. Like I said, let's take a look at this one. Oh, power generation. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this really well. The sun is really great reflection. All right, let's take a walk down to the lake. Looks like not too bad of a hiking trail. I'm pretty sure this trail goes all the way around the lake. I've never taken it before, but like I said, there's so many places to explore in Oregon. So nice and quiet. Get away from that spillway. All right. As you can see, we've made it down to the water's edge. I don't know if it's gonna do justice on the camera, but that is crystal clear. I don't know if you can see the bottom in that. Well, I found a rock to cop a squat on, and I'm just gonna sit here for a little bit and enjoy the scenery. Got a little bit of a breeze. The sun is really nice and warm. I think we're 5,000, 6,000 feet, so it's really quite warm up. It's probably why the snow is melting so fast. Obviously, would like to see this lake all the way full, but we'll take what we can get for now. All right, I'll check back in a little bit. Give you a little bit more view of the lake. It's pretty good size. Okay, so I thought I'd take a trick out of Jason's Primal Outdoors. Turn this down. I'm gonna kind of try something that's supposed to be for the microwave. It's called a Power Bowl. There it is. So this is what it is. I'm just trying to cook it over the open fire method, and we'll see how it turns out. Alright, let's let that cook. Alright, so I went ahead and added a little bit of water. Obviously you're meant to cook it in a microwave, but it's got meat, it's got shiitake mushrooms, edamame. Seems like a fairly healthy meal. So I'm just going to simmer this, let that sauce packet kind of break up in there, and then we'll have some dinner. Alright folks, I'm going to try this some dinner. Got a fire going again because I let the other one go out because we went exploring. Even though there's lots of snow around, the woods are still really dry, so you got to be conscious of that. So yeah, I'm just going to sit here and drink my water and finish this dinner. Very good. I actually got warm out, so I took my hoodie off, but that sun is going behind the mountain now. There's one thing that rings true no matter where you go. If you're up at elevation, the food smells magnificent and it tastes better. I don't know what it is. Altitude, fresh air, campfire. It's awesome. Still can't beat a campfire. So it's nice if you get it going good enough. You have a convection column, which is like a convection oven, the thing right above your fire. Your smoke will go straight up. If you have a nice hot fire, there won't be any smoke. Now I've got a little bit of dampness to this wood, so it's going to smoke a little bit. But I think our sun is almost set enough. We can go take some pictures of the lake. Sorry about the smoke. It's just not burning hot enough to not have a lot of smoke. I remember being little and my mom saying, if you play in the fire, you're going to wet the bed. I think it was just a ploy to get us to stop playing in the fire. My dad used to call me Cinder. I told him that's probably why I became a firefighter. I fought forest fires for 16 years. Finally retired. Although that was the only job I probably would have ever done for free. If you find out you have that passion, it's really hard not to want to do it all the time. Alright, well I think we're going to let this fire do what it's going to do, and we'll go take another walk. Okay, so we came back out here. The sun is set behind the mountains that I can see, but I hope that you can pick up Mount Thielsen and the lake. It is not going to give me quite the sun hitting Mount Thielsen like I thought, but Lamola Lake is definitely a place to go to. So come on, ladies, let's go. Well, good morning, everybody. I'm not quite presentable, but you have a cup of coffee. But I wanted to see this light is just now hitting the lake, and Mount Thielsen's got those few little bit of clouds over it. The ducks are up in the lake. I'm gonna wait here just a few more minutes, sip on my coffee, and see if we can catch the sunlight hitting Mount Thielsen. Okay? The sun is just starting to peek over the mountains. Okay. I don't know about you, but I need some more coffee. So we'll take a walk back to camp, and we'll come out probably one more time before I wrap this up. Get a little bit more sun. All right. So I thought I would try and film like this just for a minute because I think the audio is better until I get equipment and stuff like that. So you can tell I've picked up most of camp. I decided that where I'm sitting is pretty cold. There's quite a bit of a draft and stuff, and so I'm not going to do breakfast here. I do have a destination. I'm trying to get to my brother's in Klamath Falls. So we might stop and do a little breakfast along the way. It's about 80 miles from where I'm at. Well, a little bit more, probably 90. But the birds are singing, the sun's shining. Time to go do some traveling. Like I said, I apologize now for all the quirkiness. There's definitely a learning curve when you have to do videos and then editing, and yeah, there's a lot. And I just really hope that you guys appreciate my content and that you enjoy it. You can sit back and relax a little bit and laugh at me doing stuff. So I'm going to finish packing up after I finish my coffee and get in the vehicle where it's a little bit warm, because I didn't start a fire this morning just for that reason. It's cold. I knew that I probably wasn't going to stay long, and so I'd much rather be looking at the lake than down in this hole. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see if we do any other filming. Otherwise, this might be the end of this video. But anyway, don't forget, Outdoor Adventures with Cindy. Never know what I'm going to do next. Thanks all.